Good evening, fellow collectors. April 1st, 2009. This is our second video tonight. And this video is directed at Mr. T.S. O'Connell, Sports Collectors Digest magazine editor. And my question tonight to Mr. O'Connell is this. A few days ago, I posted a comment in your March 2009 blog. You did not allow my comment to post. Either that, or you deleted it very quickly. Now, my comment to you, Mr. O'Connell, was not malicious at all. Of course, in your blog, you write and state that basically you do not want to acknowledge anything bad in the hobby unless you have solid, concrete evidence. Unless something happens in front of your eyes, you don't want to even acknowledge it or look into it. Why? Well, I don't know, but we all want to know why. Secondly, my comment, which was not malicious at all, simply stated the final bid prices on the Coach's Corner auction site, which ended March 27th, 2009. Evidently, you did not want your readership to see those final bid prices, because if they did, that would cause a lot of speculation about Coach's Corner that some people don't already know. A lot of us know what's going on, but by them having to read that, I think more people would know about and wonder why a Babe Ruth autographed jersey on the Coach's Corner auction site, authenticated by Chris Morales, would only sell for $596. Doesn't that make you wonder, Mr. O'Connell? Now, I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt and assume that you do not know autographs, but you do know the hobby, and you do know that an authentic Babe Ruth autograph on a jersey, much rarer than a bat or a baseball, would go for at least 30 times this final bid price of $596. I would think your own journalistic juices would kick in and instincts would kick in, and you would wonder, how could an item like this only go for $596? Doesn't that make you wonder? Wouldn't you say to yourself, let me have another party check out these photographs and let me get their opinion on this particular item? Your readers want to know. Your readers want to know. As we all are, we're all Mickey Mantle fans, all of us. Even if you're not a Yankee fan, you're a Mickey Mantle fan. On the Coach's Corner auction site, which just ended March 27, 2009, here's a Mickey Mantle autographed bat with an inscription of number 7. Doesn't it make you wonder, Mr. O'Connell, why it only sold for $149? All you do, Mr. O'Connell, is add fuel to the fire when you don't even acknowledge stuff like this. This is stuff that your readership wants to read about. A major auction house with a Mickey Mantle autographed bat with an inscription only going for $149. Doesn't it make you wonder why it only sold for $149? I'm talking about you, not the readership, but you as a hobby journalist, as an editor. Look, the hobby is not hunky-dory. There's a lot of bad in the hobby right now, and it's got to be acknowledged. That'd be like ignoring everything bad in the world and only the good stuff. The economy's not bad. Of course not. People aren't losing their jobs because there's no concrete evidence. Well, that's a bunch of doo-doo. Now, Mr. O'Connell, this, on the Coach's Corner auction site, this Lou Gehrig autographed baseball, authenticated by Stat Authentic, Ted Taylor and Jeff Stevens. They claim the book value on this is $35,000. Doesn't it make you wonder why it only sold for $777? Doesn't that make you wonder and want to ask questions and want to write about it? Of course, we all know that Coach's Corner is a major advertiser in SCD magazine. Now, let's just put that aside for now. How about your own hobby instincts, your own journalistic instincts? By you ignoring this stuff, you're adding fuel to the fire from what I see on the outside here, the SCD house is smoldering. There may not be any smoke yet, but it's smoldering because people are getting upset that this stuff is not acknowledged. Now, the one thing I will say, and that is that right next to your blog, there's an advertisement for Coach's Corner Auction. And I gotta say, Mr. O'Connell, your blog and that ad for Coach's Corner Auction, you certainly make a nice couple. But, in all seriousness, I would like a video response from you or some kind of comment. Because we want to know why you don't acknowledge stuff like this. We all want to hear from you. I'm going to give you a chance to respond. Respond to this with a video or respond to it with a comment. But we all want to know why you don't respond and reply to something like this. This kind of stuff. I'm a Jeter collector. I'm also a Derek Jeter autograph expert. I know Jeter's autograph as well as anybody else. Maybe not better, but as well as anybody else. And if I didn't spot this item immediately, if I saw this particular item after the fact, after an auction ended, I would wonder why, without looking at a picture or a photograph, why a Derek Jeter autograph bat would only go for $83. I would look into it just as a purist, as a hobbyist. And if I looked at a picture like this, the first thing I would say is that, well, it went for $83 because it's a forgery. And then I would wonder, who's selling it? Who's consigning it? Who's buying it? How about some of those, writer's instincts kicking in and writing about this stuff? You're probably not going to collect any concrete evidence, but at least let the readers know that stuff like this is selling for a really, really low price. This is the kind of stuff that you have to write about. The hobbyist, the collector, we all want to know about this because maybe we can keep more people away from stuff like this. Evidently, the major collectors, Mr. O'Connell, of this stuff are staying away. And you should ask some of them because you are well aware of who they are. Why don't you ask them why they're staying away from stuff like this, Mr. O'Connell? So we all await your reply and response.